Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Global Wrap Out now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now we do have the crypto bubbles here, so Sol and ADA are both down approximately 9% each. We've also got Quant, XLM, XRP, Velo also down, Xcn, HBAR, Gala, XDC. So all the cryptos are pretty much down. Okay, guys, it's been a rough, sort of choppy last few weeks. So on the weekly, we're down massively here. XN down minus 37%. We knew XN was the most volatile coin in the sort of watch list, which is why we were in it. Max pain, max gains. However, if we do go on to the 3 months, you can see XCN, Onyx coin is the only green bubble here in the watch list. So that is still up 430%. Okay, we are going to cover XCN in this video, but first and foremost, we want to get a sort of insight as to where the crypto market is trading as a whole, because we do know crypto markets and cryptocurrencies tend to be synchronized. Yeah, if the market's down, that's all of the cryptos. It's not as if one or two cryptos runs up and the rest are sort of lagging. The only case that would tend to happen is if Bitcoin is obviously getting going. Obviously, there's a lot more capital involved, so usually Bitcoin get moving first, which has been the case in this sort of super cycle. I still believe we're in a super cycle, guys. There's a lot of technical analysts out there screaming that the bull market is over, altcoin season is cancelled, etc., etc. But this is crypto total market cap, excluding the top 10 coins. Okay, anytime we have any sort of interaction with this sort of blue area of interest, in my view, this sort of trend line, we do get usually a massive reaction here. So you can see straight away here from earlier on. This is like 2017 sort of time frame here, so that's 2,500%. Yes, we can grind along, but you know what? We're not losing any capital because we're gradually making, progress, and we are sort of going up in price action. Yes, we get a flush out here, so there's a massive fake out here, but ultimately we ran up there around 300%. Nothing to be sniffed at. And if we were just to go from the sort of blue trend line as opposed to this sort of flush out here, we did sort of trigger that previous altcoin run, okay, back in the previous cycle, where we ran up approximately 2,800% from the blue trend line. If you're going from the bottom, obviously from that wick there, we actually rallied up 5,700%, and you could start accounting for these wicks, these sort of closes as well, these daily closes where we did run up higher. So that would have been a sort of 57, 58x on your capital just by holding altcoins outside of the top 10 cryptos. Okay, and again, you can see here we've had sort of grinding here, and then we've had this sort of we met sort of resistance here from the previous cycle. We ran through it there. It looks as if we got a bit of a fake out. I couldn't marry it up there. So this bit here, not quite touched the sort of previous high on this particular chart. That's fine, but it looks as if now we are seeking a bounce off this blue trend line. So this is where we're at now, guys. So we're very so close. Yeah, it's very difficult to call bottoms, but we're there or thereabouts, guys. In terms of altcoins are going to absolutely run massively. So in my view, potentially you're probably looking at a 6-7% drawdown further on your crypto if you are holding those cryptos outside the top 10, like I say. So we're still looking very, very good. I'm just going to bring you back over to my X as well. You can see this is actual cryptos in the top 100 coins performance over the past 90 days. So over the past sort of 3 months, everything is negative equity, guys. So everything's down like significantly, guys. So you know what? It's not a big deal because everybody's in the same boat, guys. So it just depends now what you guys want to do with your bag. Do you want to sell at lows, or would you rather be buying at lows? I know what I would rather be doing. This is a Bitcoin retail and large investor holdings. Okay, so like I was talking about, the market is synchronized, guys. Okay, so this is the M2 money supply. So this is doing the rounds at the moment. There's a lot of big influencers actually using and copying the initial source. Okay, so usually what this is stipulating is the white line is the Bitcoin price action, and then the blue line is signaling the large investors, so that's smart money, and the orange is the retail investors, yeah, the average Joe. So the average Joe is selling their bag. So there's a lot of people that aren't able to keep their emotions intact. So what they'll be doing, they'll be basically cutting the losses off because they can't endure the pain anymore. They'd rather cash in, probably a minus negative equity, as supposed to riding the pain. Yeah, there's no gain without pain, guys. It's just, if you go swimming, you're gonna get wet. Yeah, I've discussed this analogy before. It's just part and parcel. Ideally, we could have done with mitigating any losses, but for me, some of these cryptos were pretty obvious, and the ones that I'm in heavily wasn't so much, because there was printing sort of. They're looking at sort of bull pennants, but the bull pennants were breaking down. So for us, we've been really unlucky. The people that are following this channel, the people that are involved in Xcn. But yeah, some of these larger caps anyway, like Solana, XRP, it was pretty much written on the wall. That's not to mean that they're not going to bounce. And going to see some furious price action once these markets do reverse. Okay, so yeah, that's Bitcoin retail. We've also got altcoin total 3, which is a chart that I've just been looking at now. Anytime we do break resistance, we break out, which is what we've done now, and we've created this falling wedge. So again, we're sort of retesting these sort of previous highs here. Yeah, so in my view, it's almost time. Total 3 is at the end of a falling wedge. I agree. RSI is on the verge of a breakout. March 24 highs have been retested. So it's tick, 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 guys. We are pretty much got the license to run, in my opinion. We've got some other charts over here over on X. If you're not already, make sure to follow me, the Block Bull, over on X. We've also got the crypto plans as well, theblockbulls.com, so you can get either the XRP or XTC plan, or if you'd like both exit strategies, you can go over to the Block Bulls, which is over here. Again, link below in the description. XTC one is very, very accurate, guys, in my view, so that is an absolute must. But let's get over to the sort of XCN price action here. I'm just looking to see if we've actually missed anything before I do move on to it. We've got Velo as well. Bitcoin dominance again. We've got those sort of 3 peaks here, and we've got some sort of bullish divergence going on here with Bitcoin dominance. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. XCN, where are you? Let's bring up the charts. So we've discussed here, again, this is a little bit like total 3, where we've got this sort of falling wedge. Eventually these break out. Now, the thing is with these Fibonacci levels, which we've plotted here, is we don't know exactly which fib level it's going to fall to. We don't know. Once we mark this high up here, we don't know if it's going to retrace to the 786, the 618, or the 382, or potentially lower. We don't. There's no way of telling. Nobody in the market can tell you which Fibonacci. Okay, we can only make educated guess upon which level it's going to visit. Now, the reason why I love these chart patterns is because there's a good chance that once these chart patterns have played out, there's a good chance it gives us that sort of further confluence as to basically signal to us whether or not this is the fib level in which we are going to be basically halted at before we get that reversal move. Okay, and this falling wedge here is on the daily. Now, you can see here where we've marked out the sort of high here, the local high, 26th of January, and be coming down. We've got a sort of fake out here, and it looked as if to me we was looking at retesting that 786. However, it wasn't to be, and we've fallen lower. Now, to me, this falling wedge is basically creating a convergence upon this 618. So for me, the lowest XCN is going to get to is this figure here, which is 0.01177. So let's just round it up a little bit. So approximately it's going to be about 0.118. Yeah, we'll just round it up, for argument's sake. So this is probably where you want to be putting your entries in. So we're very, very close now. Yeah, you're kind of splitting hairs. So if we just take current price action and measure down to that fib level there, we're approximately, there's a good chance we're only around 3.4% away from the bottom. Yes, it's the worst time to sell your bag, in my opinion. Like I say, we have got this convergence with the falling wedge as well. Initially, we was looking at a sort of bull pennant. Those bull pennants kept breaking down despite, 70-75% chance of success. Yeah, these things can happen. These high chance probability patterns playing out sometimes break down, as statistics tell us, which, like I say, we've been very, very unfortunate. But right now, I do believe we are getting to the precipice, okay, of the end of this sort of corrective move. Once we see that corrective move, we have got these fibs marked out here. So the sort of first Fibonacci level, once we breach this sort of local high, which was just shy of 5 cents, we're looking at around sort of 48 cent, 48, 49 cent would be the target, and that would be the 1618 target, okay, which is absolutely huge right now. So again, guys, we can just measure up now on the chart. So from current price action here, we take that all the way up to there, we're looking at approximately 3,766% gain from current price action, guys, which is why you don't want to fumble your bag now and start panicking, thinking, you know what, I've lost enough money, I don't want to lose any more money. I don't want to lose any money. There's more probability, there's more chance now that this is going to be a reversal, just because we've got two lots of confluence, yeah? We've got the fibs coming in, we've got the falling wedge also coming into a convergence, okay? Can these break down? I've rarely ever seen a falling wedge like this break down. It just doesn't happen. Can it happen? Yes, we're in charted sort of territories now. Like I say, the markets are cyclical and they are in synchronization, guys. So anything can happen. Now, the only case that I can make for XCN falling deeper than the 618 Fibonacci level, and it would be falling down to this orange line, okay, which is approximately a 60%. So that would be a heavy retracement if it was to go down to approximately 0.005, okay. And the reason being is just because of these sort of previous price actions. So this was like the high of 2024. So last year, we could be looking at retesting that high. There's a very, there's a chance. Yeah, there's a slim chance. And you can see what Onyx XCN coin has done in the past, where we have actually made these massive wick downs. But after we do wick down, we wick straight back up. And that's all happened in a single day. So there is a risk that there could be a flash crash towards the 382 at this orange line. If that does happen, I do believe it will retrace straight back up to the 618 level, yeah. So we could see something like this, yeah, a massive sort of wick down there. Again, this would all happen in the space of 24 hours, flash crash down, and then we'd pretty much straight back up, okay, and recover the 618, okay. Once that does happen, obviously then we would be expecting the reversal, and then we would be looking at getting up to these sort of local highs just shy of 5 cent. And then we will be looking at getting up to that sort of 618, okay? So I would imagine all this is going to play out at the end of April, yeah? All this move will be completed by the end of April, beginning of May, and that will probably mark the top for XCN in this phase, okay? That doesn't mean it's going to be the top of the cycle. It just means that I will be taking profits, and it's likely we'll see another reversal, okay, to the downside. Now, again, this is all probabilities, so I do believe this sort of flash crash down here to the 382 is very, very, very slim. I'm talking like 1%, 2%. You might see a flash crash, yeah? Very, very, very unlikely. It's likely just to hold the 618, like I said, just shy of 0.012 in my opinion. So I'd be accumulating here. If you've got any dry powder, I'd probably be looking at deploying it. Maybe keep a little bit. Maybe place buy orders around sort of 0.005, just above the 382 fib level, okay? Once that takes off, I do believe we will be visiting the Cheddar Factory, and there will be a lot of gains to be made, guys. So yeah, that's been XCN. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you need XDC or the XRP plan, make sure to visit the link down below in the description. Make sure to like, share, and comment. Do what you got to do. As always, I've been a Block Bull. Good to get back to see you guys. Take it easy now. Block Bull is over and out.